YouTubers, Mike Martin's here with the Mike Martin Channel. Thanks for joining me, guys, being part of the channel. Don't forget to check last Saturday's Mike in the Night, where we were talking about gasoline fuel shortages. Heck, we've been talking about gas shortages and gas prices and gas, everything gas, from my gas bill to, look, gas prices out of control. This is from 4 years ago. And what else we got? Gas prices going up. That's from 2 years ago. $2 a liter by summer. And Vancouver record high gasoline, and they kind of adjusted gas prices by raising property taxes. So people are saying, well, Mike, why didn't gas, like you predicted, go up to, well, they adjusted property taxes, and that basically kind of adjusted, they raised property tax to adjust the tax on fuel, right? So anyways, so here it is. It's coming from all over America. We're seeing it everywhere. Drivers frustrated by gasoline shortage, long lines at the pumps. So guys, if you're going to go fill your cars up, fill it up with Supreme if you could afford Supreme fuel. It's a higher ethanol. It could sit in your tank for a lot longer in case they start doing checkpoints or whatever they're planning on doing. At least the fuel will stay nice and strong for a little while longer. I put Supreme usually in my Corvette and sometimes in my van when I want to clean out the intake. But there it is right there. Drivers frustrated by gasoline shortage, long lineup at pumps. So this was sent to me in Pensacola, Florida. Dozens of gas stations in the area ran out of regular gasoline on Monday. Long lines at the gas pumps is normally something we're used to during the hurricane season. It's been crazy. So there it is right there. There's the lineups right there piling up. Let's move on. Gasoline demand spikes in several states after pipeline hack. So we talked about this on Mike in the Night, about this whole pipeline hack. They warn us at first. Then it becomes discussion. And then it becomes a thing. Just like what bathroom we're allowed to use. That was a discussion 2 years ago. Climate change was a discussion in 2017 when it changed from global warming, and then now the discussion is climate crisis, right? So everything's like kind of mutating. If anything's mutating in this world, it's what they're telling us. They're mutating and piling it up, right? So there it is. Gasoline demand spikes in several states after pipeline hack. All right. It sure seems like a massive gas shortage is just about here. So the way they word some of this stuff is preparing the language, preparing you. Gas in the U.S. is increasingly in short supply because of major cyber attacks. So again, it's obviously not their fault. It is a cyber attack. Who orchestrated the cyber attack? Who are they pointing the finger at? I'm not seeing anything yet. If you know who they're pointing the finger at, let me know. So this is his first gear. Gas stations are running out of gas on the East Coast. And second gear, an electric truck startup is somehow valued at $3.3 billion. And I don't know why. Every time an ad comes up, it actually freezes my computer up now. Third gear, Nissan has record loss. Oh, yeah. Yes, honey? I'm hungry. Okay, I'll get you some food in a sec, okay? So my daughter, say hi. Hi. She's at work with me. Today's take my daughter to work day every Tuesdays. Fourth gear, NTBS's preliminary report that deadly Tesla crash had only one. Okay, so we already know that. Let's move on. Gasoline demand spikes in several states after pipeline hack. It's the pipeline hack. We talked about this again on Mike in the Night. Watch Mike in the Night. It's a good call-ins. We got a lot of good call-ins. The Raven called in and kind of weighed in on what's going on with that and the shortages. We've been talking about the lumber shortage for a while now. They got to keep the price of housing up, because the price of housing is propping a lot of countries, English-speaking countries' GDPs. California's GDP is based off of housing. So is Oregon, and so is Washington State, New York, and Massachusetts. They're all based off of housing. So if the housing market starts to show signs of wear and tear or fracturing, you're going to see a major issue across America. All right, gasoline. So here it is. More gas shortage and price hike expected this summer. Oh my God, a shortage is expected this summer, but we already had a shortage expected. There it is. 2 liters this summer. That is from 3 years ago. So what is going on? We were expected this. The media was telling us this before. Are we seeing did they have a real reason for a gasoline hike? They didn't. They didn't have a real reason to create a gasoline hike 3 years ago when it was supposed to go to $2 a liter. But they raised property taxes. Could they raise property taxes again to offset the city budgets and the city spending. Here goes. Gasoline shortage. Colonial Pipeline shuts down, affecting entire East Coast. The lines are crazy everywhere as so many gas stations are selling out so quickly. Some local residents took to Facebook to voice their frustrations. There's only a gas shortage because they're buying it all up, said resident Chris Strickland. There is, however, a shortage of common sense in this country. Thank you! I should get that guy on Mike in the Night. What else we got? Florida politics. Nikki Fried reassures Floridians. Amid looming gas shortage. Again, it goes on to say right here, President Joe Biden was briefed on the situation Saturday as the federal government is working with the company to resume operation to avoid disruptions. But the problem is what goes up never comes down, right? More Florida politics here. Panic buying drives shortage in panhandle cities. Now, what is going on? There's a lot going on, obviously, folks. And obviously, they've discussed this, but the thing is, the way they got out of the last gasoline price hike or gasoline hike back in the day, they didn't have the convenience of a hack 3 years ago when I stated gasoline should go up to $2 a liter. I was dead wrong. But you know what? I'm in oil and gas. I bought oil and gas, I don't know, like 4 months ago at the bottom, pretty much almost at the bottom. I have IPL. I've had IPL since $12. Look it up, IPL, International something Pipeline, IPL. I've had that since it was at 11 or 12 bucks. So, guys, what's going on? What is happening? Well, this is what's happening. They're playing one on us. Are they playing one on us again? We look forward tomorrow. Tomorrow we got gasoline shortages on Commonwealth for common people. How is this going to create disruptions? I had an email early this morning of someone emailing me, telling me that there's, in Vancouver, that there's somewhat food shortages starting to appear. Is this fear being played on the people? Or is our food distribution going to break down now there's a lack of fuel? Comment below. Look forward to reading your comments. Mike Martins here. I have spoken.